What's good? Jay Ransburg here. I'm back. It's been a little minute, but I wanted to come and drop a video for y'all. Give y'all some content. Video I'm gonna actually drop today is talking about athletes and you know how athletes perceive things going on while they're in college, and high school athletes, college athletes, just athletes all the way across the board. And I want to touch on some subjects. you know uh I had a I'm gonna give you an example of an experience I had when I was in college. And I'm gonna just give it to you just how I had the conversation with a good friend of mine. I was telling him about how when I was in junior college, I had guys ahead of me, and I came out, more of the story, I came out on top. But that wasn't because I let my circumstances get to me. I put my foot on the gas, and I went out there and I worked. I had teammates coming up like, man, the coach is racist, the coach is discriminating against me, blah, blah. I'm just like, man. And I kind of fed into it when I was younger, just like, bro, that's probably true. That's true for real, bro. We the only black guys in this position. And you know what? That was so ignorant of me to think as such. Because, man, let me tell you, if you good, coach is not about to sit you on the sideline. Some coaches may have poor judgment, but if you're a good player and you are a necessity, coaches are going to put you on the field. And that just kind of hit to me because my dog was like, man, I don't know why you not playing, bro. Like, why you not starting in practice? This was before the season started. Why you not playing, bro? And I'm just like, man, I don't know why I'm not out there. And he was just like, man, the guy in front of you, I don't think he better than you at all. And I was just like, bro, I'm gonna just keep working, bro. I ain't finna let environmental stuff get in the way of me pushing myself to the limit, and being better than him. So eventually, I end up winning out the position. I end up starting both years in junior college at left guard. I started 13 or 14 games. And the one game I didn't play was because I was bitching and complaining about an injury. Not even an injury. I was just hurt a little bit. I was still able to play, but my coach didn't have it. And he was like, until you learn how to man up and stop bitching and complaining, I'm not going to put you out there. And at that moment, I came to realization that, man, I need to shut my ass up and I need to get out here and do what I got to do. And I ended up playing the rest of that game. And as I got to my university, Southern Illinois University, I came across some things as well when I felt like I was better than guys. And, I said, I already know the drill. I'm just going to come out here, I'm going to work. And if the guy in front of me is better than me, so be it. He better than me at that time. But I'm going to keep working my ass off so I can play. And it's just a whole ordeal because guys get that mindset that, they don't try to be kind of open-minded towards the situation. They're just kind of looking at, man, coach don't like me because, this, that, and the other. But one thing I've learned from good players establish relationships with their coaches all on and off the field. You can't come on the field with a chip on your shoulder, thinking everybody owe you something. When shit, don't nobody owe you a goddamn thing. You got everything that you get in life is earned. And this goes to this is everything in life. Instead of going out partying all the time, man, one thing that you can do, get your head in that playbook, learn the playbook. And it ain't nothing wrong with going out, having fun sometimes. But you got to understand that why you gotta, like, especially once you get to the college level, you gotta understand this isn't just a leisure activity anymore. Like, this is how you get your school paid for, man. So when you gotta live your life positively. I'm tripping. You gotta live your life right, man, because the world rotates. Not the world. I wouldn't say the world. The universe works mentally. So when you put out good karma, you're gonna get good karma, man. That's just how it is. You feed into positive energy and positive vibes. That's all you're gonna get back, man. You put out what you get in. You get in what you put out. Vice versa, whatever. You know, like I was saying, instead of going out all the time, sit at the house, read a book, get in your playbook. Do a little small home workout or something, man. Like, that stuff that I didn't really take advantage of at the time because I wanted to enjoy a college experience. And I mean, I did enjoy my college experience, and I did it was kind of 70-30. I didn't go half and half with it. And my bro Tim Nayland always got on my ass, man. He's like, man, and he's trying to get on the team now at SIU, and he got a passion for it. And he always got me out there in the summer times when it was nothing much to do, and he's just like, man, I'm pretty sure you one of the only guys out here working. And I probably wasn't, but at the same time, if I was, I'm out here working. We hitting the hill, we running, we jogging late at night. We going to play basketball at the court. Going to the rec, lifting. And I wouldn't tell nobody what I was. I just like, I ain't doing nothing really. Because I don't really. It ain't none of their business. If I want to just kind of fall back and do my own little thing, because I know, it's always gonna be backlash from somebody about what I'm doing. So, the best thing to say, just keep everything to yourself. And I mean, he was on my ass every summer I was in Carbondale, Illinois. He was on my ass about being better because he wanted to see me playing every game. He had a goal for me, and I had a goal for myself that I wanted to play every game, and I wanted to be the best that I can be. And me and him talk all the time about how it was guys on that team that just was there, and I didn't call them out, but at the same time, you can see it at practice. The coaches could see it, and those are the same guys that's kind of complaining about why they're not getting any playing time. They're not staying after practice to do extra work. They're not in the weight room, before everybody and leaving after. I guarantee you, the greats are the first ones in and the last ones out. And they putting in the time, the passion. They out here working their nuts off. So their competition and their opposition won't get the best of them. And that's one thing, man. You beat the man who's competing with you for your position. I mean, we all friends. That's your brother. But at the same time, when it's time for business, you don't need to be hating on him and complaining about he's not doing a good job. Critique him. Tell him, like, man, you did a horrible job that last series. And if it was a horrible job, you let him know. Like, man, you didn't run a good route. You missed a couple blocks. You got stood up by the offensive lineman. Whatever. But at the same time, let it be constructive criticism. Don't ridicule. Because a lot of times on some ball teams, guys will ridicule you because of a fatal mistake. I wouldn't say fatal if that's something such as like giving up a score, but guys will ridicule you, and it's hard looking to your brother and he ridiculing you when you should be able to look to your brother and get pointers like, man, what did I do wrong? Was this my technique? Was I, what was it? You look to the coaches and you look to your teammates, man. That's your brother or your sister. I mean, shit. This not just for football. This could be this for all sports, man. Honestly, get out there and do your thing and stop fucking complaining and just do work. That's what it's about, man. The coach is gonna put the best guys on the field at all times. If you're not up to par, you're gonna be sitting on the bench complaining. But you shouldn't complain. You should be excited that the guys who are best fit for the job are out there. You know, it's been times where I've sat a whole game on the sidelines, didn't do nothing. And you know what I did? I came back to the huddle like, yeah, let's go, guys, let's go. I didn't never bitch or complain, because you know what, that brings team morale and team dynamics down when you out there bitching and complaining about, man, I ain't touching the field, you know. And you should and definitely give those guys the utmost respect. I know. Speaking of a moment back in high school, when we used to finish a high school game, and we used to get like a little meal or something, and guys had the utmost respect for me. Guys who knew they didn't touch the field at all. You know, guys come to me like, man, I know you hungry. You done played a hell of a game, bro. Here go my post game meal. And I'm just like, nah, bro, I'm good. He's like, bro, I want you to have it because you work hard. And I was just like, bro, I appreciate that. And, you know, and we had guys on the team who were just like, bro, you didn't get in, bro. Let me get your meal, you know, shit like that. Guys who did play. And if they watch this video, they know who they are. I mean, that shit is just funny. But, you know, it's just the humility and, you know, humbling yourself. Being able to, you know, pass that constructive criticism, you know, good judgment, and just being a good teammate, man. That's not holding your tongue for, you know, for if something happens, man, just let them know. Keep team morale up while also giving out the bad news if need be. Shit, hey, man, that was a terrible drive. I had my cousin did me like that all the time. Kendrill always called me after a game that was on TV, and he'd be like, man, I seen you miss that block. I seen you hold that block for 5 seconds on that one play. Good job. You know, he was texting me play by play. Man, great first half. Man, that first quarter was terrible. I mean, you played better in high school, and you didn't even have technique then. You know, he just telling me how it is, ripping me a new one, and I appreciate it, and I appreciated my coaches for letting me know that too. You know, Coach OB, Coach Coates, Coach Blackman, Coach Martin, all the way. I'm naming coaches all the way back to middle school. You know, middle school to the pro. I mean, not to the pros, to college, for real. Cause you know what, I respect everything that came out of their mouths, because I know it didn't mean me no harm. They weren't trying to attack me. They just let me know, get your shit together, because if you don't, I mean, plain and simple, the better guy do it. Coach OB tell you straight up, the better guy is going to get out there and he going to do the job, and you're going to be looking over my shoulder. That's a direct quote with the looking over the shoulder part. And that's just how it is. Guys got to get out there and work their ass off and stop pissing off time, you know. Man, getting your books, you know, if it's the summer and you not taking classes, shit, read a book. Expand your knowledge on, you know, have an open mind. Get in your playbook. Hone your craft, man. That's all I can just continue to say. Shit, I done ran out of stuff to talk about. I'm out.